Well, nestled in the area near Pickens, Wheat, and Rice Streets in downtown Columbia is the Wheeler Hill community behind DePrato's restaurant, which dates back to the late 19th century. Tonight, Brandon Taylor joins us now with a look at this Columbia neighborhood.
Back in the 1950s, Wheeler Hill was predominantly known as a black working class neighborhood directly adjacent to the University of South Carolina campus in downtown Columbia. But most of the population was displaced due to the expansion of USC, including the sanctioned policy of eminent domain, which is when the government takes private property for public use, compensating the property owner. Tonight, we take a look back at the transformation of Columbia's historic Wheeler Hill neighborhood.
Well, I can say I have enjoyed it. I came here in '59, and this is my little area, Beacon Street, right here where I lived all the time, and I have enjoyed it.
At 91 years old, Finding Mickle stands on the front porch that she's called home for more than 6 decades. Miss Mickle has had a front row seat to history and has seen a lot of changes in the Wheeler Hill community.
It was nice for the people that wanted it to be nice, like everywhere else. But for me, it was nice for me. I was a beautician, and most people that I found out, they were coming here, or either the children. And but I learned to love everybody, and we got along great.
Alberta Mack was one of Miss Mickle's young clients and has fond childhood memories growing up in what she describes as a close-knit community.
It was lovely. It was really nice, quiet. You didn't have to worry about anyone coming to your home, breaking in or anything. Everybody was just like a family. It was really nice living here.
John Shearer with Historic Columbia has worked with a lot of people over the years to gather the history of Wheeler Hill, which was established back in 1870 by Dr. Ezra Wheeler.
In 1871, just about a year after Dr. Wheeler comes to Columbia, he sells a tract of land to the congregation for St. James AME. And then you have the creation of St. James, you have the creation of Antioch Baptist Church, and these two churches help stimulate investment and also people moving to that area.
By 1950, more than 200 families lived in Wheeler Hill. The neighborhood consisted of wooden, shotgun-styled homes. Ms. Mack remembers attending Florence E. Benson Elementary School, later known as Wheeler Hill School, which still stands today.
Well, I started at Saxon School from the 1st and 2nd grade, and then they built Benson back in the 50s, and I started over there in the 3rd grade, and I stayed there until the 7th grade, and then we moved to the Booker T. Washington High School in the 8th grade.
There's a great photograph from 1949 that John Hensel, a local photographer, took of a lunch counter. And I love this picture because it shows the neighborhood right at the time, the very year that the Fair Housing Act in 1949 creates this ability for the federal government to empower local governments in their urban renewal efforts. And it's urban renewal that ultimately is used as a tool for the transformation that takes place.
Shearer says the transformation on Wheeler Hill was subtle at first, but is one that caused a tremendous amount of controversy.
And I think once one family started moving out, then other families started moving out.
Families started leaving because of laws and policies enacted by the federal government, which gave entities like the university the ability to purchase or take land for a variety of purposes. According to research found in the Journal of Historical Geography, the university intended to use Wheeler Hill and immediate surroundings for student housing.
Well, they just went from one area to the other, and I just decided I was going to stay here. And I am the only one this year now that was here when I came.
And Miss Mickle has done just that, stayed put, even though she's been approached multiple times about selling her property. She says she wants to remain with the memories of those who have gone on before her.
I feel blessed and happy to know that I live this long. I miss my people, but we do know the best of friends go far.
Again, at 91 years young, Miss Mickle has seen and experienced a lot, so I asked her for some advice. She says this: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That, my friends, seems simple enough. In the studio, Brandon Taylor, News 19 WLTX.
And if you would like to learn more about the transformation of the Wheeler Hill neighborhood, head to our website, WLTX.com, or our free News 19 mobile app.